the last of it, man, we can start enjoying this weather and start enjoying this off season. What's going on? So first things first, man, we got to get into this Lions talk, man. They have been busy and been making some major moves this off season when it comes to free agency, man. So we got to talk about it a little bit. King, man, how are you feeling about the moves that the God himself, Brad Holmes, have been making over the past week or two, man? How you feeling?
Man, it's been an exciting time to be a Lions fan right now. It really have, man. To have a GM to elect not to go with the biggest names out there and throw money all over the place and say, listen, we're gonna go and get some ballers, some football players, as Dan Campbell say. And I mean some hell of a football players and fill some needs, some big glaring needs that we needed to fill, man. Obviously the CJ signing just took it over the top. You know what I'm saying? So that literally broke the internet for a minute. But yeah, man, he's been amazing, man, and we got a big draft coming ahead.
Of course. Big A, man. What you feeling?
Listen. This is something that we've been asking every GM that we have, like, because we already know we've been playing behind the eight ball as Lions fans for a long time, and we know that this thing to get this ship right, it was going to be a combination of through the draft and through free agency. So we did good through the draft last year. Not so well when it came to free agent, but this year free agent, this has been like the first time to where it's like, I ain't gonna lie, I was sick about the Jamal thing. I was sick about that. But the way we came, like, as they say, rounded up third, like, dude, like, I mean, it's like, man, the way is that he went and attacked that secondary, dude. It was just masterful, dude. And it's like this, like the first time you seen this happen as a Lions fan. Like, we went and got people that was out there and they want to be here, man. We ain't go
Right.
get the Mike Daniels that's chasing a check and uh, flowers and all of them, dude. Like, it's just we went and got some dogs, man.
Are, are you saying that it's not SOL?
No, oh no, dude. It's like I love the mixture of like you say, you went and got Sutton. Sutton is listen, Sutton is walking through the door.
Versatile.
That's an instant upgrade at that position.
Correct.
Sutton
Yeah.
walking through the door. I'm here to start.
Right.
Then you go get Mosley. Mosley's a dog, but of course he's coming off an injury. But
Injury.
look, I know I got something to prove.
There you
You know
go.
what I'm saying? So it's like, at the end, dude, you gonna get Gardner Johnson? Like, I mean, come on, dude.
It's also on a prove it deal too.
Exactly.
Exactly,
What?
exactly.
Exactly. And
Like
that's
you,
and
like when like people say, well, what do you mean by Daniels? Daniels came over here. He was able to sit, get paid. Gardner Johnson, like King said, approve it. Look, I know you ready to ball, but I ain't gonna give you that money right away. You gonna come in this door, you gonna earn. You know what I'm saying? So, whew. And
yeah,
I
and
mean, let's not forget Montgomery.
most definitely. Listen, the moves that's been made, especially if you look at the contracts, that's was a major key in what's been going on with these acquisitions. Like you said, Gardner Johnson on a 1 year, $8 million deal, prove it deal. Mosley on a 1 year, prove it deal. You got Sutton on a 3 year deal. Nothing bigger. No, these 4, 5, 6 year, $80 million deals that we didn't see in the prior regimes. These are, like you said, proven deals that Holmes have collected. And like I said, he went directly and addressed the most dire need that we had in this offseason, and that's getting that secondary solidified. That was the biggest need that we had, and he attacked it. Of course, there's some other places that we can go still in this offseason if we choose to, but it makes the look of the draft a little bit more clear of what we need to go after as far as someone up front or in that up front or that linebacker core. We still you never can have too many DBs. You can never
Mm-mm.
have too many DBs. So that also puts into effect, and then also with something Brad Holmes did this past week, which is masterful. He went ahead and restructured some of these contracts of Batai and Aqua, and also restructuring Walker's contract, which moves some things around to allow us to have free up some cap space to be even we need to go out to somebody big or a few more playmakers out there. And like you said, Big A, these are playmakers that we're bringing. These ain't just regular guys. These are guys that come from organizations like Mosley from San Francisco. You know what their defense looks like. Sutton from Pittsburgh. You know how Pittsburgh gets down. So these guys are proven players. And then, of course, Gardner Johnson coming from over there with Philly did. All these teams have defense that shows up and shows out.
Hey, can I admit something here?
Go ahead.
Y'all know how I am. Y'all, once an op, you always an op. Gardner Johnson's still an op to me. When he caught them daggone 2 picks against Michigan in the bowl game.
Well, you're gonna have to let that go.
I know, right?
Listen, I forgot about that one, man.
I ain't forget about it.
I forgot about
Speaking of Sutton, man, there's another Sutton in the rumor mill. Cortland Sutton from Denver. He's attached to the Lions right now. So Brad Holmes is he's not done.
No, not at all. He's one that's been attached. Also, hearing some murmurs about out of Buffalo too was one that was being put out there. But also, I listen. I know. Please don't jump on my back. But with the cap space that we done freed up and the picks that we got, do you think that the Lions of Brad Holmes is kicking them tires at Lamar Jackson?
No.
Keep Lamar Jackson away from my team.
No.
Keep him away from your team.
No.
Yes, bro. Really? I don't want to pay for him, man. Why? No. We're doing things the right way. Go and get me a damn quarterback to sit behind Goff. I don't want to give him all of my money.
But let me ask you this. Who will be the quarterback that you would want to sit behind Goff?
I mean, we just have to see the way the chips fall in this draft.
I know that, but who would you prefer if it was your choice?
I mean, like I said, to me, besides the obvious at the top 3, I mean, none of these guys are something that's just like wow in the first place. So all of these guys are somebody you're gonna have to bring in and sit behind a quarterback, period. So, like I said, let's just do that for once. We have not done that since I've been a Lions fan. My total Lions fan career. I've never seen the Lions do that. Let's do that. I don't want to pay him all of that money.
Hold on, King. We did it with Charlie Batch.
Man, come on, man.
Charlie Batch was 47 years old when he came in the league.
Charlie Batch was
coming
solid,
out
man.
of Easter. Yeah. Hey, one thing I do want to mention, which you kind of talked on about, Willie, is y'all know how I've been, right? And the way they restructured that deal, like, look, when you was balling, we paid you, and you ain't been producing since you signed it, and it's like, hey, man, we got to get some of that money back. And the way that they did that deal, Vitale, even Tracy Walker, which I don't put him with Vitale and Akharara, but even moving that money around, and it showed you that they understand it. Hey, we got to free up some more money. We still not done. You know what I'm saying? And I just love how they did, and that's why. But hold up, and that's why I'm saying. I am with King. Don't make these moves that you make and then jump off the diving board and bring in Lamar Jackson in here paying all that money. And dude, it's just, to me, that's not the way we need it. We got Goff here. Let's draft us a quarterback. This is the draft to do it. We missed out on last draft.
So Big A. So what you telling me and what I'm hearing is that this team couldn't win with Goff. Is that what I'm hearing?
Oh, from the process we're at right now, yes. I totally agree with that.
Oh, wow. Okay, we got
totally agree with that.
Listen, we're building right now. Brad Holmes is building a Goff type of team. One thing we've always said from the beginning: Goff has to have some of everything. He has to have everything. Your offense is solid. You're building the defense right now. You know what I'm saying? So you're giving Goff the tools to get you there at least.
Listen,
to get you there. Whether he can win it all or not, we'll have to wait and see. But we're building enough for him to get us there.
And I've been saying this for the past 2 seasons. Once you get that line up front, you can have anybody back there throwing the ball. I mean, Goff, he was an all-pro just because he was just sitting back there. He had all day to throw. Tony Romo, he's getting paid millions being commentary right now because he was sitting behind that line. And, Ezekiel Elliott and the other running back they had over there before Elliott had they're in 2,000 yards, running behind a good offensive line. That's key to me. And I'm thankful that the Lions took that initiative to make sure, listen, we got to make sure we got the Hogs up front going. And also we bring back one of our boys, Graham Glasgow, too. He coming back home. But Ty, like I said, they restructured his deal. But before he got hurt, he was a Pro Bowl type level type player. So if he come back and be the way he was before, on top of the guys that we got now, not only we got a solid offensive line, but we also got depth. Oh man, then we got, like I said, Montgomery. Now I know a lot of guys was a little emotional when we didn't obtain Jamal Williams, and I know he was a fan favorite. A lot of us, including us, like I said, because there's several times when we went out there to see the Lions and he interacted with us. So yeah, definitely that was a move. But Montgomery, the boy's a beast. He can run it and he can catch it, man. So it's not like with the Lions, they're not sitting and waiting. They're not sitting back and say, okay, listen, we want you here, but if not, listen, we got moves to make. We serious right now. And I appreciate Brad Holmes for taking that initiative. Like you said, Big A and King, this is not SOL anymore.
Yeah. I'm going to be very short and straight with this real quick because I don't even really want to address it. No, simply no. Matthew Stafford won a Super Bowl on Jared Goff built team. So until Goff wins the Super Bowl, we can at least have a conversation. Right now, it's not even in the question simply because this team has never been built the way that you're seeing right now for the entirety of Matthew Stafford's career.
And then it was different times too. Like I said, they got Matthew Stafford to do what they needed to do right now at that time. We got Goff and them picks to do what we're doing right now in the future. So yeah, eventually I would say after the end of this season, that trade, will be worth it. But like I said, we're working on our right now, and the Rams did their right now back then.
Another short thing for the statisticians in the comment section. Listen, I've been seeing some tweets out there about the stats with Jared Goff and where he's been rated as a quarterback. There's a total difference. Matthew Stafford, no running game, threw the ball 90% of the football time down the field. You're going to throw more interceptions. You're going to have more incomplete passes. Jared Goff threw the ball down the field in totality of probably about 7 times last season. Your numbers are going to look great. Let's just be real about it. We like Jared Goff. We want him to continue to be the quarterback. We want to bring in a quarterback behind him. Indeed. But stop with the Matthew Stafford and Goff comparisons because it's foolish.
Shout out to my guy, Blueprint J, man. Appreciate you joining us, man.
Yeah, salute to Blueprint J. Follow him on Instagram. Blueprint is a beat writer for the Michigan Wolverines. Of 24/7, so make sure that y'all follow him. Listen, Twitter, Instagram, if you follow Michigan recruiting, anything to do with Michigan, man, he's one of the newest, hottest people out there. And listen, I get a lot of my information from him, so make sure that y'all go out there and y'all support and follow him. Blueprint Jay, hopefully you still around when we get into the Michigan content, and maybe you can come up to
talk about. We got some recruiting to talk about on that one.
I want to jump back into that deal. In that question, did we win the Stafford trade? To me, I'm going to say yes, we won it because guess what? The Rams are going to be in the dump for years. But
they got what they want.
Exactly.
But that's what I was about to say. But listen, Sean McVay, he's not going to be around. They already talked about how he in the hot seat. So it's like, do you build it up the right way, like how they did in KC, or do you go with sell it all and you win it for that short thing, and then you lose your job.
I
You know
mean,
what I'm
listen,
saying?
he got a ring out of it. So listen,
Yeah.
I
Listen,
lose
Sean
my job
McVay,
with a
Sean
ring.
McVay is going to find him a job wherever he wants
You know,
to.
I
Yes,
know.
he
I
will.
agree.
And,
Yeah.
and with the Rams were as patient as they could be. They built that team. They waited. He couldn't get them there. They got Matthew Stafford. They won a Super Bowl. Now it's time to rewind. That's the cycle.
And you know, like I said, they sold the house for it. They gave us some draft picks, which we will be looking forward to those draft picks this year, with us having several in the first couple of